all is Professor Sorensen. And Shakma. Shocking audiences everywhere. Shakma!
Oh, hello. We're making some Shakma Chili today. For all you IGN podcast listeners, we're all big fans of Shakma, so we decided to dedicate some chili to Shakma. The key ingredient, of course, to Shakma Chili is ground bison. Very important. We have lots of other ingredients here that we'll get into, but we'll just we got our bison cooking up right there, our ground bison for the Shakma Chili, and we're just gonna get into this, start making us some chili. So we use 3 types of beans. We use black beans, 1 can of those, 1 can of pinto beans, and then 2 cans of kidney beans, and they have to be the dark red kidney beans. And then also stewed tomatoes. You get 4 cans of those. I add sour cream and cheese afterwards. You gotta have the Rooster Sauce. This stuff's really good. Like, it's almost empty, but I love this stuff. Not a very common thing to put in chili, especially the brand and the type. The Miller Chill light beer with natural flavors. Not a common thing, but it's only 100 calories, so that's health smart. And you can't make a chili that has a Monster in it, like Shakma, without Monster energy drink. And Monster, if you're out there, I'd like a free couple of cases of this. Thank you. One of my beliefs in chili is that you should have just lots of texture to it. So I like to have big chunks of onions and peppers. So when I cut everything up, I always do everything in big chunks. So you get a big mouthful of goodness. That's what Shakma would want. That's how Shakma did it. That's how America does it. Worked out pretty good so far. The key ingredient here is really just use as many different types of peppers as you can, or at least the 3 peppers. Just overall, it just makes for a better chili. Okay, so what I really like to do, this is let's see, this is the next kind of important part. When I cook everything, when I cook all the vegetables, I'm actually going to almost kind of cook them in the bottom of the pan before I add the tomatoes and the beans, and I'll cook those with the garlic and just a little bit of the seasoning. I use 2 types of seasoning. You can use whatever brand you want, but I usually use like kind of a generic kind of chili seasoning mix, along with just Italian seasoning and salt, which I have here. I use the garlic sea salt, and then I use the fajita mix. Now, it's usually not normally used in chilies, but it gives it that extra flavor that Shakma would enjoy. I'll put half of the seasoning in, just on top of the vegetables. So we got a really good simmer in here. The veggies are really cooking. They've been cooking for about a good almost 10 minutes now. You can cook them a little longer. I like to cook them a little longer, but I add the beer in while the veggies are still cooking. So the veggies are at a boil now, so we're going to start adding our beans. This is when it's really going to start getting thick. Now, when we add the beans, that's when I add the rest of the flavoring to it. The other half of the flavoring. And then, most importantly, is the bison meat. So once we have all the ingredients together, you can add more salt and the Italian seasoning based on your own personal taste. I like it a little saltier than some people, but most important is the Rooster Sauce. This stuff's really popular. You can find it pretty much anywhere. So we got all the ingredients in. Really important, Tabasco brand Chipolte sauce. It's almost to the end. Most important ingredient is the Monster energy drink. Gonna mix that up, and we're gonna let it go to boil again. So it's been at a boil for about 10 minutes or so. What I like to do is I like to top it with some shredded medium cheddar. But I like to go for Naturally Yours sour cream. I think they have the best sour cream on the market. And there you go. Shakma Chili, shocking audiences everywhere. Hot.